My name's John, and I'm an alcoholic, and I also did a lot of drugs, so I'm a drug addict as well. I have 10 years this month of sobriety, and that was after going to Lifewell back in 2011. So in October of 2011, someone gave me a business card from Lifewell that worked there, and she was very adamant. She said, "John, you're killing yourself. You should call this number." And I was like, okay. Well, I didn't give them a call, and I didn't give them a call. And every time she saw me, she would ask me, "Why didn't you call?" And I was like, "I don't have any insurance." She said, "Well, we have a grant program, so we can get you in without insurance." I was like, "Okay, there goes that excuse." So I go to jail, and I get out of jail on the 7th, Friday the 7th, and I proceed to get high at home, and the phone rings, and it's the probation department, and they're like, "We see you just got arrested. What's going on?" I said, "I'm on the other line with the treatment center. Please, I'll call you back." And she was like, No, go. It's a good thing. It sounds like you know what you're doing." And so now I was obligated to call. Now I had to call because I made this, I painted myself into a corner. But it was a good thing because I did call, and they told me, "Can we get you down here on Monday?" I was like, "No, I've got to go to court on Monday," which was true. And they said, "Can we get you down here on Tuesday?" I was like, "I've got court in Casa Grande on Tuesday." They said, "Well, we can't hold the bed past 3 o'clock on Tuesday." And I said, "Well, I'll be there at 3 o'clock. And so I pulled up at 3 o'clock right over here on Coolidge, and they accepted me. And actually, I told my girlfriend to take my picture. I took a couple pictures before I went in. Now when I see those pictures, I'm shocked and amazed. But it was a good day. I got checked in. They got me acclimated to what the program was, and I was pretty open. To be honest with you, I wanted to be sober. I want something different. I just had no way of getting there from where I was. And what the program did for me, I'm in a facility now, and I can get the monkey off my back. So in a few days, I'm open to everything that they are doing, which was, they're bringing up a lot of stressors and how to deal with these stressors without using. And we later in treatment, we got into some of the traumas as a child that I went through. My oldest brother was murdered in this disease, and we dealt with it, and I was open to it. So the fact is, the program was very good for me. I enjoyed it. Now, don't get me wrong. There were a lot of people that were not there for the right reasons. They were manipulating, and they were joking and interrupting and being funny, and you have to work through that. I suggest if you're a person that wants to make it in the program, you have to do the work. So there's work to be done. They made us put pencil to paper and get busy, and I was willing to do that. And I didn't let those distractions get in my way. And I stayed there for 3 months. And after 3 months of being at Lifewell, which I might add, they took us to meetings while I was there. So we went to meetings twice a week, Mid-City and another one on 43rd. So when I got out of Lifewell, I plugged into the meetings. I plugged into AA. I got a sponsor. I worked the 12 steps of the AA program with that sponsor. And I continue to call that sponsor to this day. So we just stay in touch. We see each other at the meetings. I sponsor gentlemen all the time. I'm always sponsoring someone. So it's something that was freely given to me. Now I'm freely giving it away. The fact is that I'm willing to put in a little work, and it's not even as hard of work as it was getting and using and staying 2 steps ahead of the law for years. But it's easier than that, so it's not that difficult. The fact is, the longer I'm sober, the easier it gets. I use my higher power. I use my sponsors, my sponsees, and I'll tell you something else that I've learned over these years is this. My disease is always going to be there. It says stuff to me. You know, I can be at work and it can tell me, this guy stole your tool, and you know he has it. So we work with tools. And my disease is trying to get me to pop off at work or something. And I don't buy into it. I say a little prayer, Lord, give me a little strength, help me through this. I find my tool somewhere where I put it. And the fact is, it's my disease. Or to bring it a little closer to home, it's Christmas time. I'm walking around with the grocery cart, and they've got alcohol all throughout the store now. It's not just in the liquor department, and I've never had Gentleman's Jack. What is this Gentleman's Jack? The disease is like, you've never had any of that. Well, I say a little prayer, and I don't keep it to myself. So this is where we make the big mistake. We're supposed to be sober, so we say, how are you, John? Oh, I'm good. Everything's fine. It's all good over here, which it isn't. The fact is, maybe I had a dream last night about shooting dope. I need to take that out of the dark and shed some light on it. The light dispels the darkness and takes power away from it. If I keep it to myself, then yes, I've co-signed it, I've put it in the file cabinet, and it might not be this week, it might not be next week, but sooner or later, my disease pulls that out and says, hey, wait a minute, you kept this to yourself, and then we act on it. This has happened to me over and over throughout my years of using. Bump in my head. How did this happen? How did this happen? Well, I found out. Some of it is because I'm keeping stuff to myself that I need to bring out and shed light on. And that's what I do now. I pray. I share it with my sponsors, sponsees in a meeting, and I get rid of it. I let God take it away. I don't keep it to myself. And so those are some of the tools that I picked up in the program. What I would reiterate to anyone else, it doesn't matter why I came, the PO, the court system, it's the fact that I wanted to stay sober and I continued to work at it. And thank you for letting me share, and with that, I'll pass.